Uh, as Mr. Mishra said, that there is a shortage of close to about 18 to 20 million housing. KPMG report which came out for recently puts it at about 4.8 crores, requiring an investment of about $2 trillion. India is going to be witness to the largest urbanization movement in the world. Close to about 500 million people are slated to move to cities in search of a better life. And our cities are today woefully inadequate, and that I'm being slightly generous to the cities, whether we can take in such a huge inflow of people. Certainly they can come in, but a better quality of life can certainly be sure that we aren't able to give them. I believe that the smart city is a great initiative. Beyond the ICT, as Mr. Mishra rightly mentioned, it's more important to look at physical infrastructure and how will you look at upgrading your infrastructure, how will you look at the interaction between a building and a social fabric, what kind of employment generations you would do, what kind of social fabric you will create in order to give clean sanitation, water and other things. I believe housing has an integral role to play because it is a basic requirement of civilization to have a good house, and affordable housing will have to be the mainstay of the smart city. There are a lot of things which can be done in the smart city. Firstly, a clear land title today is not available. Land itself is not available within the city, and certainly not land which is conducive to affordable housing. Today, if you have to look at 90% of the requirement is in the EWS and LIG segment. So typically somebody who can pay somewhere between 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs to about 8 to 10 lakh rupees for a house, 400, 500 square foot of house. If you add in land in major cities of India, that itself, that number would be breached. And especially if you're looking at a private participation where you would hope that the private organization would make a modicum of margin or a profit. So one of the things which is required is a clean access to land, opening up of large land, availability of infrastructure, and as smart as possible. Some of our housing societies which we do outside of Bombay and outskirts of Bangalore and Ahmedabad and other places, we have to lay down physical infrastructure. So sometimes, I joke internally that not only are we a housing company, but, by force we have also become an infrastructure company because we have to lay up water pipelines and other things. So I think that a smart city should be one where, with the smart grid, metering system, sensors and other things, a lot of this thing is made possible. One of the biggest impediments is access to approvals in a fairly transparent and clean manner. If you are going to look at private participation and if you're looking at FDI into smart cities, it is very important that we have a clean, transparent government, a clean, transparent administration, and the visibility of approvals has to be within a fixed period of view. I can't give all my plans for approval, and it takes ages and years to get approval. All of that adds to the cost, and it makes the projects unviable. So I would leave it at that, and I'm sure there will be a lot of questions on it.
Thank you.